This exercise is called a stagger stance sit to stand. What you're going to do is you're going to sit on a box. The leg that is back is going to be the leg that you're using. The leg that is in front is going to be the leg you're not really using, but you can use it for some support. So how you want to do it is you're going to stand like this, kind of get that leg towards that left side. You're going to stand, and you're slowly going to sit. You're going to stand, slowly going to sit. If you feel like it's too challenging to do it that way, there's two modifications that you can do. First modification, the simplest one, is just scoot that foot farther back. That way you can utilize it just a little bit more and give yourself a little bit more boost. The second way you can make it easier is if you increase the height of the surface. So you can grab like a little foam pad or a pillow or something like that just to increase the height of the surface, making it easier. If you want to make it more challenging for yourself, it's the exact opposite of those things. You either move your foot out farther, transition it to a single leg, lower the seat down, so you use like a bench or a chair of some sort, or you grab a kettlebell, dumbbell, something like that, put it at the chest, and same thing, you are standing and slowly lowering yourself down. Any of those modifications you can do to make it easier or harder, up to you, but I want it to be challenging. This one's called straight arm torso rotation. So you're gonna have a cable machine, kind of like this, you can change heights. I want this one about chest high for the pull. Your outside hand, one away from the machine, is gonna be holding on to the handle. Then you're gonna step away just a little bit. Inside hand is just gonna kind of come over the top and go for a ride. What you're going to be doing is you're gonna be in a good athletic position. You're gonna be using your torso to rotate this across. You're not sitting here pulling the arms. Arms aren't really doing a whole lot. They're gonna do a little bit, but you're initiating rotation from that torso and kind of from that hip. So live reps are gonna look like this. Pulling all the way across, letting it come all the way back. Pulling it all the way across, letting it come back. So you're gonna do that, and then you're gonna switch sides. This one here is called the Pallof press. So I'm gonna angle myself a little bit, but same principles kind of apply to that straight arm torso one, is you're gonna be holding the outside hand is going to be primarily pulling on the cable. Inside hand just kind of going for a ride. You're going to pull the cable to the middle of your chest. And what you're going to be doing is you're going to be holding this position. Then you're going to push the cable away from your body. Hold it for 2 seconds and allow it to come back in. If you notice how I'm pushing it in a straight line. I'm not letting it pull me this way. I'm not tipping and pushing it out. You're going to keep your core engaged nice and tight. And the only thing that is moving is your arms are going to be going out away from the body, holding for 2 seconds, coming back in. And then you're going to do the other side as well. So you're going to spin, and the outside hand on the other hand is going to be the one holding the weight. This is a split stance, single arm cable push. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to have the weight in one of your arms. You're going to do a split stance. So whichever arm is pushing, that leg is going to be back. Whichever one is not pushing, that leg is going to be forward. What you're going to be doing is this is going to be in a kind of a high cocked position. You're going to be pushing down and turning the torso at the same time. You're initiating the movement with torso rotation. You're not initiating the movement with a torso arm push, okay? It's going to happen simultaneously, but it's basically torso, arm. So a live rep is going to look like this. And then you're going to switch sides, other arm goes up, other leg goes forward. This one's going to be a split stance cable pull. Same thing. Whichever arm is pulling, that leg is going to be back, the opposite leg is going to be forward. The cable is going to be from down low towards the floor. You're going to hinge over, okay, not rounding the back over, hinging at the hips. Same thing, torso is going to turn. You're going to initiate the pull by turning the torso, and then the arm is going to pull. Even though it's going to happen simultaneously, it's not a pull, then turn. It's a turn, then pull. So live reps. It'll look like this, keeping that core nice and tight. And when it's time to switch sides, same thing. Switch hands, switch stance, and do the other side. This one here is the lat pull down machine. What you're going to be doing is you're going to grab the bar. You can kind of see how I'm holding it. Arms are wide. Most bars have a curve in them. I want you to kind of hold your hands where the curves are. But one important thing is I don't want you pulling down like this. I want you to kind of lean your body back about 30 degrees, big chest. So you're gonna squeeze those shoulder blades together, big chest, and you're gonna be pulling the bar down to the chest, okay? I don't want the shoulders to round and have you pulling the bar in front like this. Big chest, leaning back about 30 degrees, core tight, squeezing the shoulder blades, pulling the bar to your chest. This one here is the upper trap stretch. So I have two in here, upper trap and levator scapula stretch. Both of them are muscles kind of on the side of your neck. The upper trap stretch, what we're gonna do here first is you're gonna take your hand, put it over the opposite side of your head. You're going to take this shoulder and you're gonna be pushing it kind of downward. When you're pushing it downward, you're going to side bend over. You should feel a pretty strong pull right in this area. So what you're going to do is you're just going to go there. It should be a moderate pull. You're just going to hold it there for about 30 seconds, and then you're going to relax. Reason you want to keep this shoulder down is because if you're doing this, the shoulder comes up, you're not getting much of a stretch. By pushing that shoulder down, you're really working on stretching that upper trap. Another thing with that that's a common mistake is people will, when they're doing this, that shoulder will round forward as they're pulling. We don't want that. We want that shoulder up and back, head nice and neutral as we're pulling to the side. If the head comes forward too much or backwards too much, you're not going to be stretching that upper trap. That's the upper trap stretch. You'll do that on both sides. This is the levator scapula stretch. What this one is, the only difference is, I call it the Michael Jackson stretch because basically it's that famous cap tipping motion. Same thing here. You are going to be having that shoulder down. What you're going to do is you're going to turn your head 45 degrees, kind of facing your armpit. You're going to be pulling the back of your head down towards your armpit. You should feel a little bit of a stretch in the neck there. Really kind of allow that chin to tuck and bring that nose towards that armpit. Same thing from the side view. Shoulder's going to be back. You're not going to be rounded forward, and it's going to be staying down. So you're really getting a good stretch right down in this area here. You'll do that one on both sides.